Hello, welcome back. So we have the opening day of 1926 New York Yankees. The Yankees are at the Red Sox. The Red Sox this year were the worst team in the majors at an impressive 46 and 107 record. But we're at Fenway Park for opening day. And so we'll get this party started. The Yankees in 1925 are coming off a pretty rough year and hoping to rebound this year back to their normal form. I think in 24 they missed the World Series as well. So in 26 they ended up making it. So here's opening day. So let's get going. Leading off for the Yankees is Mark Koenig. On the mound for the Red Sox is Howard Emke. And the Yankees have Bob Shockey on the mound. Both pitchers got their C stuff, so we'll see how that works out. All right, Mark Koenig, switch hitter against Howard Emke, the right-handed pitcher. And here we go. The weather today, 52 degrees and clear. The wind is blowing out to right center field at 5 miles per hour. So we got a pretty nice day for baseball. A little chilly here in Boston, but it is Tuesday, April the 13th. All right, 33, and that's going to be a little blooper. Out past first base, Todd and Herrera and Rosenthal all surround it, but it finds the grass for a single. So it's been a while since I did a game, so bear with me. I haven't I've only done one game of Fall Classic on the channel, so we will see how it goes. So up next is Earl Combs. Not for sure if he was referred to as Early Combs, but I think it was just Earl Combs. So let's see. So he's a good hit and runner, a good bunter, but Emke is not a great pitcher even with his A stuff. So we'll see what Earl can do here. Koenig on first, nobody out. That's a 42, and that's going to be a walk. The Yankees get their first two runners on. That brings up Lou Gehrig, young first baseman. Had a good 1925 in his first year of mostly full-time duty. Left-handed hitter, again, Howard Emke right-handed. Here is the delivery. That's a 12, and he's going to draw a walk. So right off the bat, the bases are loaded for none other than Babe Ruth. Babe hoping for a rebound year. He had a decent 25, but not by Babe Ruth standards.
Hot dog, dear. Get your hot dog.
So the Red Sox are going to play at double play depth. They'll concede the run if they can get a couple outs. So good speed on the bases. Koenig fast, Combs fast, and Gehrig exclamation point fast. So Emke in trouble here early. And that's a 62, and that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And the runner on third can run with risk. Flagstead is a W, so that means 1 to 2 he's out, 3 to 6 he's safe. So Flagstead's not going to contest it, so that'll be a sacrifice fly because on run, if you run with risk, if the defense tries to throw out the runner, then the other runners advance. So they're going to just throw it into second and concede Koenig's run. So in 1926, I don't think they had the sacrifice fly. One thing Action PC manual entry does is that it does do the sacrifice fly rules for you. So Koenig scores. Ruth with his first RBI of the year. Let's see how they scored that. So they did not give Ruth an at-bat. So that means that was a sacrifice fly. Again, the rules bounce back and forth. I'm pretty sure, like I know 1919, the sacrifice fly counted, and then later on it didn't. In 54, it went to what it is now. So the Yankees get a run. Got runners on first and second for Bob Musial. Right fielder. Here is the pitch from Emke. That's a 36, and that's going to be a single 1-8. That's an 11. So that'll be a ground ball to short, slow grounder. Only thing Lee at short can do is get Musial at first, and the runners will advance. So Combs to third, Gehrig to second. Musial out 6-3. So runners on second and third for Tony Lazzeri. If they want to walk him, no. Joe Dugan on deck is about as good. So again, Tony Lazzeri, 2 out. Runners on second and third. Emke trying to get out of this. If he can get out of this with 1 run, he will be tickled. 42, and he's going to walk Lazzeri. So the base is loaded again for Joe Dugan. Joe Dugan, third baseman. Extraordinaire. So again, we got good speed on the bases. Combs fast, Gehrig fast exclamation point, and Lazzeri fast exclamation point. Again, in Fall Classic, the exclamation point don't mean a whole lot. So 15, and that's going to be a ground ball to Herrera at second. And he's going to go the short way to Lee at second, and that will do it for the Yankee threat. So nice job by Emke getting out of that one. So Lazzeri out at second, 4-3. That'll do it for the Yanks as they get 1 run on 1 hit. Leave the bases loaded. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Yankees. On the mound is Bob Shockey. You can see his stats in 1926 there. Again, he got his C stuff as well. He'll start off with Ira Flagstead, center fielder for the Red Sox. 55, and that's going to be trouble. That's hit down the third base line past Dugan. Into the corner, and Ruth will field it, throw into second base, but not before Flagstead slides into second with a double. So the tying run on second base, just like that. Obviously the first double of the year for Flagstead. And that brings up Fred Haney. I'm going to let Fred Haney swing away. That's a 35, and that's going to be an out 2. Fly ball to center field, not very deep. Combs will take it. Flagstead will return to second, 1 away. Big first out there for Shockey. 35-year-old veteran. That brings up Cy Rosenthal, right fielder for the Red Sox. Left-handed hitter. Again, we got runner on second base, 1 away. .35 and another 35. That's going to be an out. And that's a fly ball out to left field. Ruth and left. And he will snag it. And Flagstead has to hold it second. So 2 away. So as I understand it, Ruth would play left when they were not in Yankee Stadium and then play right in Yankee Stadium, if I got my facts correct. As the season progresses, I'll see if that's how it held out. All right, so 2 out. Flagstead at second base with fast speed. That brings up Phil Tot, first baseman, left-handed hitter. Shockey trying to get out of a leadoff double here, and I don't think he's going to do it. That's going to be a single to right field. Assist chance at home. Musial's assist number is 2, so not very good. And he is safe. So throw home, slides in under the tag as Collins applies the tag, but he is safe. A fast runner will make it to second. Todd is just a slow runner, so that will be an RBI single for Todd, and the Red Sox have tied it up. So that's something about Fall Classic right there that I really enjoy is, again, that outfielder dichotomy there where you can get the strength of their arm plus the assist rating. You get plays like that, which are a lot of fun. Oh, in a second. I didn't score the man. I thought I did. All right, runner on first. Todd with slow speed, as we have said. That brings up Tom Jenkins, the left fielder. Left-handed hitter. Shockey trying to keep any more runs from scoring here in the bottom of the first. All right, we got a 24, and that's going to be an out. It's going to be a line out to center field. So Combs takes it, hit solidly by Jenkins, but right at Combs, and that'll do it. So line out to center. So the Red Sox tie it up after 1. We're tied at 1. Leading off for the Yankees will be catcher Pat Collins. Make sure the crowd's not too loud. All right, Howard Emke. We'll start off with Collins. It's a 31, so again on 31 it's almost always a single, but I change that to a range check. 55, that's going to be testing the third baseman. Haney is a 12, and he will make the play. So there's an instance of where that makes a difference. So ground ball to Haney. He barely makes that one. And that will do it for Collins. 1 away. I keep track of those 2. So 1 away. That brings up the pitcher, Bob Shockey. Hit 257 and 35 at bats. So he had a decent hitting year. 35. And that's going to be a single line drive to Rosenthal and right. He plays it on a hop. The Yankees have a runner on with 1 out. Shockey is a slow runner. Mark Koenig is 1 for 1. He singled and scored last inning. 55, that's trouble. That's hit the deep left field. High off the wall Jenkins not playing it very well, has to chase it down. And Shockey will score, and Koenig will slide into third with a triple. And the Yankees have taken back the lead. So Mark Koenig 2 for 2 today. Triple and a RBI, his first of both. So that'll make it. Runner on third, Koenig with good speed, fast speed. And they're going to play the infield back. It's still early. A lot of offense in 26. So 31, that's a range check. Now I do keep this to try to match it up in case they do make, it is a single. I have the original die. So 25, that's the right fielder, which is good because that's the right fielder. Rosenthal is a 9, and he grabs it. So 9 out, runner holds, an F runner can run with risk. And he is, Koenig is a fast runner. Rosenthal's arm is an A, so that means 1 to 3, he's out. So he's going to try to go for it. He guns him down at the plate, so that's going to be a fly out double play. So fly out to right. Koenig is gunned down trying to steal 9 to 2. And that will do it for the Yankees. So Combs fly out to right for out number 2. Koenig out 9 to 2 for out number 3. The Yankees do get a run. Go up 2-1. Bottom of the second. Okay, and so that fly out 9 was another instance of a hit getting taken away, I believe, if I remember correctly. That's 2. All right, Mike Herrera will lead off for the Red Sox. 6th hitter. Shockey on the mound, and we get a 43. 1 to 14 is a walk, and that is a walk. Herrera with fast speed. That brings up Dudley, who I had to make a card for because he only played 2 games, 7 at bats, but he was the starter today. Playing shortstop, left-handed hitter. 45, and that's going to be an out on his card. Let's see. So that's 16. That's hit to short. That's a fielder's choice unless you have an S arm. Koenig at short is a W arm, so not many double plays, so they'll just get the fielder's choice. 1 away. Dudley with average speed at first. That brings up Alex Gaston. We'll go with that. It sounds more impressive. Right-handed hitter. Runner on first. Yankees at double play depth. That's a 61, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. Big out there. That brings up Howard Emke, the pitcher. So another thing I do is on the black die, 1 to 6, it's a strikeout looking. Anything else is a strikeout swinging, which is pretty close to the general averages of swinging and looking. So just to add a little bit more of imagination to the game. All right, 2 out. Leon first. Howard Emke up. The right-handed pitcher, hitting pitcher. It's a 44, and that's going to be another ground ball to short. And again, he's going to go the short way to Lazzari. That'll do it for the Red Sox as they're not able to answer back to the Yankees run in the top of the second. Out number 3, and I do keep score, so that slows this down a little bit, but it's just how I like to play. After 2, 2-1 Yanks. That brings Lou Gehrig to the plate. Lou walked in his first at bat. 23-year-old first baseman rather. Okay. And here is Lou Gehrig. 14. He walks 1-10. That's going to be a pop up to second base. Herrera waves everyone off and grabs it for out number 1. Again, this first broadcast might be a little choppy. So, again, we'll get better as we go. All right, Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig popped out. Babe Ruth will step up to the plate. Sacrifice fly in the first. 62, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. So Big Babe swings hard, but comes up empty. First strikeout of the day for Emke. Quickly, there's 2 away here in the third. Bob Musial grounded out to Dud Lee, his first at bat. 63, and that's going to be a ground ball down to Haney at third. He sets and throws to retire the side. So the Yankees go in order in the third. Two to one Yankees after 2.5. Top of the order for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the third. Our Flagstaff doubled and scored his first at bat. 44, and that's going to be trouble. That one's hit deep to right center field. Musial and Combs will chase it down, but not before Flagstad slides into third with a triple. So it's 488 to center field here in Fenway in 1926. So he is in for a trip with a triple, tying run on third. So a double and a triple for Ira Flagstad. Yankees will play back. They'll concede the run for some outs to keep a big inning from going here. .62, that's going to be a ground ball to short, and the runner will score. And we have a tie ball game. Ground ball to short. Flagstad scores. RBI for Haney. Out number 1. RBI for Haney. That'll bring up Cy Rosenthal with 1 out, nobody on. Rosenthal flew out to Ruth in his first at bat. 14, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Line drive. Koenig plays it on 2 hops and fires over to Gehrig for out number 2. 2 away for Phil Todd, who had an RBI single to right in his first at bat. 2 out, nobody on. 13, that's going to be a fly ball out to semi-shallow center field. Ruth will grab it for out number 3. But the Red Sox tie it up thanks to Ira Flagstaff's double to right, or triple to right center, and after 3, we're tied at 2. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Yankees in the 4th. Tony Lazzeri walked his first at bat. 62, and that's going to be a line drive to Hara. He plays it on a short hop at second. Tosses it to Todd, out number 1. Joe Dugan, he reached on a fielder's choice. The second, his first effort of the game. 13, that's a 3, and that's going to be a grounder down to Haney. He backhands it and fires on to first. Out number 2. Emke's gotten a bit of a roll here as he's retired the last 6. 2 out, nobody on for Pat Collins. Pat was robbed of a hit by Haney in his first at bat. 43, and that's going to be a walk. Walk number 4 for Emke this afternoon. Again, a chilly 54 here in Boston. Plenty of sunshine, which makes it feel a little warmer. That brings Shockey up. He singled and scored his first effort of the day. Collins at first has fast speed. 45, and that's going to be a 13 for a righty. That's going to be a ground ball to short. And Lee will go to Herrera the short way, and that will do it. 6-4. Bottom of the 4th, 2-2. Tom Jenkins, he lined out to Combs in center his first at bat. 21, and he strikes out swinging. So Shockey gets him with a fastball. Strikeout number 2 for Shockey. 1 away. Mike Herrera, he walked and was erased on a fielder's choice. 35, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Koenig plays it on 2 hops and throws him out. Out number 2. Dudley is 0 for 1. Missed the tower. That happens a lot. 11, and he gets plunked. Shockey gets him with a fastball. He will take his base. Pitch. He's got average speed at first with 2 out. That brings up Alex Gaston. Catcher, he struck out in his first effort of the game. 35. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Joe Dugan, the third baseman, will wave everyone off, and he will take it to end the inning. Gaston not able to get on top of that high fastball. Pops it up. We go to the top of the 5th, still knotted at 2. Top of the order for the Yankees in the 5th. Mark Koenig, he is singled and tripled as an RBI, scored a run, so Mark's having a good afternoon. Yankees shortstop, and looks like he has hit another single, this time to right field. Line drive in between Herrera and Todd. Rosenthal will scoop it up and fire it back to the infield. Koenig needs a homer for the cycle today, as he's got the other 3. So runner on first, Koenig with fast speed. That brings Earl Combs up. He is walked and flied out. He's a good hit and run candidate, so let's give that a whirl. So 10, usually when they hit and run, you want a higher number. I don't know what I did with my hit and run chart. There it is. So on a 10, that's going to be a ground ball to third, runners advance. So ground ball to third, Koenig the second. 5-3, out number 1 on the hit and run. So that'll put Koenig in scoring position for Lou Gehrig. Lou's walked and popped out to Herrera at second. Empty bearing down here, trying to keep the go-ahead run at second from scoring, of course. 56, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. So he gets Lou Gehrig on a changeup. Young Gehrig not able to stay back, and that's strikeout number 2 for Emke, a big one right there. So they could walk the Babe here. The Babe walked a lot, but Bob Musial is no slouch on deck, so they're going to take their chances with the Babe, see what happens. All right, 25, and that's going to be a ground ball to first. Todd will play it, and he'll flip to Emke, and that'll do it for the Yankees. So ground ball to first, 3-1. So far, Emke has been able to handle Gehrig and Ruth. That will about have to do that to beat the Yanks. So bottom of the 5th, 2-2. Howard Emke will lead off for the Red Sox. He hit into a fielder's choice. Back in the second, 55, and that's going to be an out. He got close there, but a deep fly ball to left field, and Ruth will go to the warning track and snag it for out number 1. Emke got good wood on it, but under it a bit. There's one away here in the 5th. Ira Flagstead has doubled and tripled. Scored 2 runs. 36, and that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Early Combs will get to it for out number 2. 2 away, nobody on. Fred Haney is 0 for 2. He does have an RBI on a ground out. 64, and that's going to be a strikeout swinging. So Shockey with his 3rd strikeout. That'll do it as the Red Sox go in order in the 5th. We go to the 6th, still tied at 2. If the crowd noise is too loud, pardon me. Again, I'll try to make adjustments as we go. All right, Bob Musial will lead off here in the top of the 6th. Musial is 0 for 2, grounded out twice. And that's a 12. 1-4 is a single. However, that's a fly ball out to center field. Can of corn for Ira Flagstead. 1 away. Tony Lazzeri is walked and grounded out. .33, and that's going to be a line drive. That'll fall right in front of Flagstead. He will play it on a hop. 1 bounce. Lazzeri with a chance to steal here. Gaston is a W, so that'll add 2. So that gives him 18. And nothing on the white die. A 5. Gaston's error rating is just a 1, so that's a stolen base for Lazzeri. He is in under the tag. Herrera tags him, but not in time. Lazzeri, the single, and his first stolen base of the season. Puts the go-ahead run at second. For Joe Dugan. So they could walk Dugan, but they're going to take their chances with him. Oh, that's 55. That's going to be an 11 single. It's a single to left. Holds at third, but can run with wrist to score. Jenkins is an S, so he's a good arm, so he would be out on 1-4. So they're going to hold him at third. So there you can see again where that's not his assist rating, but his arm strength. So because of his arm strength, Lazzeri's not going to try it. So again, that dichotomy is just really fun. So the Yankees have him on the corners. Collins. Let's see, there's one out a little later in the game, so the Red Sox are going to bring the corners in, leave the shortstop and second baseman back. Okay, here we go. It's an 11, and he draws a walk. So the bases are now loaded. Walk number 5 of the day for Emke. All right, bases loaded for Shockey. Let's see. I think they're going to do the corners in again. Base is full. Shockey has a single today. 1 for 2. .62. 1-12 is the strikeout, and he strikes him out. Big strikeout there. Shockey comes up empty on the fastball, and so that is 2 away. Bases loaded. Of course, the Red Sox will play back now. Mark Koenig is up 3 for 3. He needs a home run for the cycle. He had 5 this year, so it's possible. Here we go, big at bat in this game. 16, and he hits a ground ball to Herrera at second base. Herrera will go to first, and that will do it for the threat. So Emke has been working out of some trouble today. As that leaves 8 base runners left on by the Yanks. 4-3 for Koenig, so he retired him for the first time of the day, and that was a good time to retire him. So we go to the home half of the 6th, still scored or tied at 2. 3, 4, and 5 are scheduled for the Red Sox. Cy Rosenthal is 0 for 2. That's a 15. That's going to be a ground ball, slow ground ball down to Dugan at third. As Rosenthal hits it off the end of the bat, Dugan will charge and fire to first and get Rosenthal by a step. One away for Phil Todd. An RBI single and a fly out to his credit today. 61, that's going to be a high fly ball out to right field. But Musial with some room out there. They'll take it for out number 2. Tom Jenkins is 0 for 2. Left fielder for the Red Sox this afternoon. 34, and that's going to be a line drive single to center field. So Jenkins at first with average speed. Mike Herrera, the second baseman, walked and grounded out. 2 out. Jenkins on first, being held by Gehrig. 56, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Let's see. And Koenig will go to first, as that's about the only play he has. That'll do it for the Red Sox. They've left 4 on this afternoon. Top of the 7th, still tied at 2. So we got a good game going here. All right, 2, 3, and 4 up for the Yanks. Earl Combs is 0 for 2 with a walk. Howard Emke, his batters faced is 36. So he's got some gas in the tank still. Uh-oh, that could be trouble. Oh, so we needed a 12. He's got a -4. Makes it 8, and he got a 9. So a high drive out to right field. Rosenthal back to the wall and snags it just barely. So deep fly ball to right field. Combs got a good swing on it. But Rosenthal in right field was able to save it from the crowd. So Lou Gehrig will step up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 12, and he draws a walk, his second of the afternoon. Going to see what about trying to steal. He was 6 of 12, so not the greatest. But again, Gaston is a W, so that'll add 2 to him. So that gives him 12. 16, and he is gunned down. So Lee applies the tag, and Garrick is caught stealing. 2-6. All right, trying to get into scoring position there. Is gunned down, so 2 out. That brings up the Babe. He is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. And that is, they're not bringing that one back in. That one's hit deep out to right center field, and it is gone. I considered walking the Babe there, but hindsight's 20/20. Babe with his first home run of the year out to deep right center field. Let's see. Well, that one goes 320 feet, so not very deep, but down the line and deep enough. So home run for the Babe. Number 1, his second RBI of the game. That brings up Bob Musial, who's 0 for 3. So 2 out, nobody on. 35, and that's going to be a ground ball past Haney into left field. Hit number 8 for the Yankees. Usual with fast speed. Tony Lazzeri is up next. 1 for 2 with a walk. 35 again, and that's a 20 single, so that's going to be an infield single. So it's hit down to Haney. Haney knocks it down, but that's all he'll be able to do. Infield single puts him at first and second with 2 outs. Second hit for Lazzeri today. All right, Yankees are threatening here. Joe Dugan is 1 for 3. 2 out, runners on first and second. Both runners with fast speed. 14, and that's going to be popped up on the infield. And Herrera will wave everyone off at second base. That'll do it. But the Yankees get go-ahead run by Babe's homer. 7th inning stretch here in Boston. All right, 7, 8, and 9 up for the Red Sox. Dudley will start off. 53, and we get our first, we get a range check. Let's see, 31, that's going to be testing the pitcher. Shocky's range is a mediocre 5, so he's not able to get that one. That's a line drive to center field, past Shockey, and the Red Sox have the tying run at first. Dudley is average in speed. That brings up Gaston. So again, 1926, trying to match their strategy here. Let's see, so Shockey, Gaston finished about half. So I'd say that it's early in the game. Let's see how much they pinch hit here. They pinch hit some. Looks like Rothrock would be the guy to go to. The main pinch hitter is in the game, and that's Simon Rosenthal, 22-year-old. Got Fred Bratzi. Let's see. So I'm debating on whether to bunt here. Gaston is a 5, so he's a good bunter. Let's try that. They're going to put it down. So he gets a 2, so that's down to the catcher. Collins is, you can take away a little bit. He's an A, though, so he won't do anything. So 2 is good enough to get it down. That's a sacrifice hit to the catcher. That moves Dudley to second. Sack, bunt. 2 to 3, out number 1, and that'll bring up a pinch hitter. Again, who did we say we were going to go with? Let's see. Looks like Bishop. Rothrock, maybe. He's an option. Rothrock, he is. Pinched hit some. Gonna put him in to pinch hit. I thought I was. Try that again. Messed up something. Alright, so Rothrock. Enter yes. Okay. Alright. So we got the right hand or switch hitter. Jack Rothrock. That's it for empty today. 34, put him back in the pile. Find Rothrock. All right, Jack Rothrock, 21-year-old. Step in. Runner on second. 1 out. Again, Lee with average speed at second base. 31. Okay, that's going to be a range check. We got a 6. 34. That's the shortstop. Koenig is a 7, and he's not able to get that one, so that will be a 6 single. Actually, we'll make that a 5 single, so that's which is the same. So a single to center field. Scores if an F or A runner, and he is. So we have a tie ball game. So a single to center field. Past Koenig. And we are tied up at 3. Rothrock with average speed at first. That brings up Ira Flagstead. It's 2 for 3, a double and a triple today. It's a 16. That's a ground ball to short. White Dye advances. He's not a double play unless Koenig is a W, which he is, so that's just a fielder's choice. So not many double plays by Koenig. He will get 1 out. They'll fire on to first, but Flagstead will beat it out. Rothrock out 6 to 4. Fielder's choice for Flagstead. Flagstead with fast speed. That'll bring up Fred Haney, who's 0 for 3 with an RBI. 22, and he draws a walk. So that'll put the go-ahead run at second. Runners on first and second for Cy Rosenthal. Rosenthal is 0 for 3. He gets a 24. He gets hit 1 to 5. -1 is a 4. That's not enough. 20 is going to be a line out to second base. So I hit it on the screws right to Lazari at second. That'll do it, but the Red Sox have tied it up. And after 7, we're knotted at 3 now. They're able to answer the Yankees run in the top of the first. So let's see who the Red Sox might be bringing in. Okay, look at the bullpen here. options in the pen. There's not very many. All right, so they're going to go with Hal Wiltsey. Might be their best option. Left-handed pitcher. Let's see. Okay, so that's it for Rosenthal. He got 8, 9, and 1 up for the Yanks. Howard Emke is done for the day. And we got Wiltsey. See what kind of stuff he has coming out of the pen. It's 16, so he's got C stuff, which is not good. That seems to be everybody's doing the C today. So Wiltsey will lead off with Pat Collins. Pat is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. It's a 26, and that's a lefty. That's going to be a single to left. Ground ball past Haney. So runner on first. That'll bring up Shockey, and he's going to see if he can get a bunt down. He's got a 5 rating. So 3, that'll get it down to the first baseman, and that 1 means something. Now let's see, so if you get a 1 on the second roll, there's another special roll that he might beat it out or something crazy might happen. So 5, an F or A batter beats it out. So Shockey is not an F or A. So hitter and fielder might throw it away on throw to first base, check error rating. If an error, all right, so he's not an F or A, so that's just going to be a sacrifice to first. Sacrifice hit, first baseman, as Todd will tag out Shockey unassisted. Sacrifice bunt, 3 unassisted, 1 away, and that puts Collins, who runs fast in scoring position, for Mark Koenig. Mark Koenig with a 42. That's going to be a walk. That does set up a double play opportunity at least. Runners on first and second. Both runners are fast for Earl Combs, who's 0 for 3 today. .41, and he draws a walk. So bases loaded, Gehrig and Ruth coming up. So Wiltsey is not helping himself a bit right here. We have the bases loaded, 1 out. And the most dangerous part of Murderer's Row coming up. The Gehrig's 0 for 2. He has walked twice. All right, lefty versus lefty, so they do have that going. 12, and he draws a walk. So go-ahead run is walked home. Again, Wiltsey was about their best choice, and he is not doing well. 3rd walk of the day for Gehrig, and he gets his first RBI, and that brings up the Babe. No place to put him. Base is still loaded. Ruth has a sacrifice fly and a home run already. Let's see. So they're 4 to 3. They're going to bring the infield in. 31. Okay, so that's going to be a range check based on my homemade rules. All right, 66. That's going to be the shortstop. Lee at short. Lee at short is a 3, and he gets a 3. So how about that? So that's a 3 out. Oh, wait a minute. That'd be, oh no, I got to check my defense chart. I'm sorry. So that's a bases loaded, ground ball to short. Got a check the defense chart to get the results of the out. So bases are full, hit to short. Let's see. If bases are full and the infield is playing in, home to first, ground ball, double play. So how about that? So there, the chances were not great that Lee would get that, but he does. So that's going to be a ground ball, double play to short. He goes out at home. So 6-2 to 3. That's a big play. All right. So let's see. Gehrig was out 6-2. And Ruth is out 6-2 to 3 on the double play. They did get a run on Gehrig's walk. Could have been a lot worse. The Yankees have left 12 runners on today. All right, Bob Shockey, he's got 32 batters faced. He's at 27, 28, 29, 30. So he's got 2 more before we have to start counting. All right, Todd is 1 for 3. Bottom of the 8th, 11. That's an out. Fly ball to left field. Relatively deep, but Ruth can get to it for out number 1. Tom Jenkins is 1 for 3. 44. And again, Jenkins didn't play much either. That's going to be a ground ball bouncer back to the mound. Shockey spears it and throws him out for out number 2. Mike Herrera is 0 for 3. 45. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field in the inning. Because Shockey has the F rating there on 36. All right, top of the 9th. We'll see who did a good job of getting out of that mess. We'll start with Bob Musial. 15, that's a fly ball to shallow center field. Flagstead running into the infield will take it on the run for out number 1. Tony Lazzari is 2 for 3 with a stolen base. 14, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Haney will scoop it up. Throw him out for out number 2. Joe Dugan got an RBI. No, he doesn't have an RBI. He is 1 for 4, however. 41, and he's going to draw a walk. So 2-out base runner here for the Yankees. That brings Pat Collins. He's walked twice and singled, scored a run. 43, and he draws a walk. 5th walk for Wiltsey. So let's see. Shockey finished 3 out of 10. He's already passed his 32. He's got a C. So I think we might do a pinch hitter here. Yankees bullpen. Again, not a lot of saves going on back in those days. But try to manage, according to the period as much as you can. So them being ahead, I'm going to do a decider today. 1 to 3, he hits. All right, they're going to let him hit. All right. He is 1 for 3 today. 65, and that's going to be an 11 out. That's going to be a ground ball down to third. And Haney will go to first on the slow grounder in the inning. Shockey will be on a short leash as he's already hit his batter's face mark. And Dudley will start off. And Shockey with 32, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yep, so he's already there. So one base runner, and he'll be on his D. So 11, and Dudley gets hit again. Dudley gets plunked twice. That brings up Gaston, so the Yankees are going to have to go to the bullpen now. That makes him a D. We're not going to mess with that. Let's see. Got Shockers, Jones. Shocker, and Sam Jones. They're going to go with Sad Sam. Jones, who is a righty. He had the most saves for the Yankees at 5. Shockey trying to see if he can get some help to preserve the win. Sad Sam will come on, 33-year-old right-handed pitcher. What kind of stuff Sad Sam has today. And of course, like everybody else today, he has a C. All right. Gaston, good pinch hit here. He's actually a good hit and runner, so I think we're going to try the hit and run. An 11, that's probably not good. 11 is a fly out to left. Runners return safely. Runner on third holds. He's a hit and run grade A. It's a single if batting 300 or greater, and he wasn't. So that's just going to be a fly out to left. So fly out to left on the hit and run. Lee will make it back to first. One away. Okay, so that'll bring up Wiltsey. So the Red Sox will go to their bench. Let's see who they might go with here. Shaner or Bratchy. They're right-handed, but that's not as big a deal in 26. So Bratchy. So yeah, they're going to go with Fred Bratchy. Right-hander. Pitch hit. All right. Got Sad Sam Jones. Fred Bratchy, who is a fast runner. One out. Yankees back at double play depth. .66, that's a 17 double with a runner on first. Left field holds at third of 2 outs, which there's not. So that's a double to left. They're going to hold Lee at third. Double to left. Oh, big clutch double there for Bratchy. Second and third. 1 out. So the Yankees will bring the infield in. For Ira Flagstead, who's 2 for 4 today. .53, that's a range check. So we got a 43. That's the second baseman. Lazzari is an 8, and he makes the play. So second and third. If it's hit to second baseman, if playing in, then out at the plate. So how about that? So Lazzari makes the play. Lees tries to score, and he is gunned down at the plate. That'll be a fielder's choice to the second base. Out 4-2. Bracci will make it to third. So Dudley is out 4-2. Out number 2. Bracci, fielder's choice for Flagstead. So first and third. 2 out for Fred Haney, who's 0 for 3 today. Here we go. 42, and that's a walk. So he's loaded the bases for Cy Rosenthal. That's Fred Haney's second walk. The first one by Jones. So this is an exciting game, isn't it? Rosenthal is 0 for 4. .33, that's a 6 single. Single to right. Scores if Flagstead is with 2 outs, everybody scores. So, Rosenthal singles to right field. Bracci scores. Flagstead scores. And that's the ball game. Cy Rosenthal with a walk-off 2-run single. And Red Sox win 5-4. All right, sorry. That's a crazy one, wasn't it? As Sad Sam Jones is not able to save it. So the Red Sox get 5 runs on 8 hits, no runners left. Or no errors, I mean. The Yankees, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Sad Sam Jones takes the loss and the blown save. And Wiltsey will get the win in 2 innings of relief. And that'll do it here from Boston. So our first game of 1926, the Yankees go down in defeat 5-4. So an exciting game, not how I wanted it to turn out, but exciting nonetheless. So there you go, some 1926 Fall Classic action. Every time I hit this record button, my brain freezes. So if you see anything that I missed, feel free to say so in the comments. Hopefully, as I get back into the groove, if I did miss something, I will miss less. So anyway, have a great one.